All right, Greenleaf fans, another discussion video. The requests keep rolling in. I just find it kind of interesting that when I would post Greenleaf videos within 24 hours of the episode airing, they barely get any views. But if I post on over the weekend, basically, oh, the episode came on Tuesday night, but Jeremy didn't post until Saturday or Sunday, those videos easily reach over 1,000 views. I don't know if it's because people have been waiting for the videos. I don't know if it's because YouTube decided to send out notifications for those particular videos on that given day, but whatever, here we are. 2 episodes left, but I think I touched upon this in my episode trailer breakdown. I know I made a post about it on Instagram, but it's about Phil and where his true allegiance lies, and kind of not just in his feelings in regards to Judee and Charity, but also in regards to what his ambitions are. And I think it's pretty clear that his ambition is to be the head pastor, the leader of Calvary. But, Grace is kind of like the golden child. It's kind of funny. It makes sense why he would link to Charity, almost seeing her as a weak link, and also someone who views Grace as an obstacle, someone who is always going to be held at a higher standard than themselves. So who better to latch onto and work with in order to take her down, in order to reach the position he wants to reach, in order to get the head pastor position from Grace, and as promised, to Charity, make her AP. And we shall see how that goes. But we find out in this last episode that him and Judee were apparently a thing in the past. I don't know to what extent. Were they together before Judee got married to Ken? But as Judee said, oh, we don't talk about that. So I don't know if it was an affair or if it was a relationship that eventually grew bitter and sour, so they just opt to not talk about it. It's hard to tell. In the preview, Judee's like, you really don't like her. You really don't have feelings for her, do you? And to be honest, I think it's pretty dang clear that Phil does not have feelings for Charity, at least nowhere near the level of feelings that Charity has for Phil. Honestly, just falling in love and everything over some smooth jive talking. Wait, why did I say jive talking? Basically, some smooth lines of dialogue and whatnot. And the one thing about Phil that I do find interesting is the fact that he seems to not know as much as it seems that he knows. Hell, even Judee shocked us when she told Phil at the end of the episode, I only found out about Daddy's true plans 3 days ago. So that just and I think Bishop was like the first character to just say, yeah, Bob, Bob, he has agendas and plans that I bet even Judee and Phil don't even know about. Wait, I think I went a bit too David on that. I don't think I could do a good Bishop voice. Or I haven't been watching the show that long. So in any case, I feel that when it comes down to it, it seems to me that maybe Phil kind of looked at Judee as a charity, in regards to, oh, if I hook up with Daddy's little girl, then maybe I can get into a position where I can work with the man upstairs, no pun intended. I'm not saying Bob is God, but I mean the man upstairs, as in the man at the top, in the top seat. And we learned that, from that relationship, Judee vouched for Phil, saying, hey, Daddy, this guy Phil, he's really good at what he does. Maybe he can help you with your sermons and books. And basically, after whispering a few things in Daddy's ear about Phil became the ghost writer for Bob. And maybe those two kind of fizzled out after Phil got what he needed from Judee. It got to the point where, okay, even if me and Bob's daughter aren't together, Bob sees me as a resource so well that he can't just, push me to the side because I hurt his little girl's feelings. So after that, it was pretty much a one and done, if you will, with Judee. Same thing with Charity, latching on to someone who is in with the family that it was in charge of Calvary, and Harmony and Hope has put their eyes on this house, almost like Marv and Harry did with the McAllister house on Home Alone. And it's like, okay, I want this house. So in order to do that, House of God Calvary. It's like, I need to make sure we can knock Grace out of the position. So let me leech on to Charity in order to get in her good graces and hopefully knock Grace down a peg so I can become the man at the top. So what my biggest question is, and I think I touched upon this in my video about, will Grace resign to protect AJ? Why is it that Bob wants Grace to be the head pastor instead of Phil? Is it because of the fact that, Harmony and Hope wants to take over Calvary, but at the same time, it might be easier a transition if they put someone like Grace in that, leading role, hence why she's interim pastor. So with that being said, what do you think? Where do you think Phil's emotional feelings are they with Charity, or are they still with Judee? Or do you feel like he just used both women for his own personal gain? Judee in order to get closer to her father, and from that became his right hand man. And just like with Charity, it seems pretty. Oh, sorry, my water bottle popped. It seemed that he's pretty much just trying to get to her in order to sabotage Grace in order to get the head pastoral role from her. And honestly, I think his true allegiance / feelings are for himself and with himself, because he's not above using other people to get what he wants. So that's my interpretation of it. But with that being said, feel free to let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Make sure you subscribe to this video if you haven't done so already. And as the little photo that I put in all my videos says, like, subscribe, and share the video around. And links to all my social media in the description below. So with that being said, let's talk about Phil, and I will talk to you all later.